My friend, we're going to play a D flat major. I'm going to show you all the inversions, but one thing I really want to do is explain that D flat and C sharp are enharmonic equivalences. Here's a D note. When we flatten it or diminish it by a half step, we get a D flat. Well, here's a C note. When we augment it by a half step, we get a C sharp. Therefore, a D flat is a C sharp. When we play C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, and C sharp, we are absolutely playing the same chord structures as our D flat major, E flat minor, F minor. We're going to have our G sharp major. We're going to have our A sharp major, B sharp minor, and then we're going to have our C diminished, and that goes into D flat. Those are the 5 flats in the key of D. If you need a little reassurance, think about your circle fifths. Scales have 7 notes, or 12 in the Western ear. When we have 2 sharps in the key of B minor or D major, the F and the C, take those sharps away, we are left with 5 flats. This mechanism works for every single key. How many sharps and flats are in the key of C? None. How many sharps and flats are in the key of C sharp? All of them. How many sharps and flats are in the key of B? G as 1, D as 2, A as 3, E as 4, and B as 5. Well, if there's 5 sharps in the key of B major, that must mean that there are 2 flats in the key of B flat. I hope that helps you in your circle fifths journey. As far as this goes, we're going to be playing our D flat major, barring the first, and putting a pinky out on the 4th fret. Very, very good. Our secondary one, we could bar up the whole 4th fret or just play the E and the A string right here. We're then going to play the C, and then after that, we're going to have another C sharp. That's going to, or a D flat in this case. We're going to get our secondary inversion here. The reason why this is a very interesting one is we've got our F note on the bottom here. Oh, I said that incorrectly. When we're doing this, we would have our note that's going to be our major third. So this would be a first inversion. And then when we move this all the way to the 8th fret, you can bar up the whole 8th fret and then play what looks like an F major. Yay! When we bar this up, I really enjoy playing my D with the open G too. It sounds great. Yummy. Oh, not a D. D would be this one. If we do a D flat, it sounds a little funky, but it sounds very magical to me. The reason why we can wrap our pinky around, it completes that chord, giving the same notes that are in here, or a D flat or F and our A flat. So if this made sense to you and you see that a D major can become a D flat major, and then, dare I say, D flat major, what we've learned is there are inversions. We just take our 3 notes from the triad and put another note on the bottom. Subscribe to B.